back to my channel, Jamie Cafran Colors. I'm Jamie, and today we are doing the second half of our black and white, well, half black and white, half color challenge. So we've already colored this half of our girl, and we did her all in black and white, gray tone kind of colors. It's crazy. I kind of like her though. But now we're going to color this half. So we are using Prismacolor Premier pencils today, and yeah, let's pull some colors and get started. Okay, so I have some colors picked here. I think I have everything I'm going to need, but we'll see. Okay, let's start with her skin. So I only used 3 colors on her on the other side, so also I'm going to try to stick to on this side as well. So this is 927 light peach, and I'm going to lay down a light layer of this. I don't know how, like, where the two sides are going to meet up, what it's going to look like, but hopefully it will work. I'm just putting on a light layer of this color. Just to get a color on the paper. Give us something to blend into, get us something to just get rid of the white paper. Just put a color down. Okay, now don't go pencil. We're going to need you again, but let's go to our next color. This is Peach 939. I'm going to put in some shadows, some shading with this, get some couple of dark tones. She's going to be a pretty pale chica, but that is okay. Put this down. I'm not pressing hard at all. It's very light-handed. I'm trying to remember how I shaded the other side. I don't know. We'll just shade this one however we want and hope it all works out in the end. Okay, maybe a little on this side as well. This is a little pink. Okay, I love Jasmine's pictures, and I haven't colored one in quite a while. I need to go up in her hairline and down a little bit of color. Maybe she bronzed her face this morning. I know I did because my foundation was a little bit pale. I think I tanned a little bit unknowingly in the summer sun. Put on my makeup and it just didn't quite match. And we're going to take Nectar 1092. Hoping this will be as dark as, dark enough. Okay, yeah, that gives us a nice, I guess it's something. Okay, so we'll put this in, keep it tighter, like tighter shadows. Don't go out as far as we did with the, what was it? Peach? What was that color? Peach. Didn't remember. Still trying to be light-handed. If I want it darker, just go over it a few times. Sometimes noses can feel challenging. That's okay. We all have different shaped noses, so however it comes out will look great. Wyatt struggled, my 5-year-old, with his behavior today. Ugh, it's very challenging. We have to change psychiatrists, and it's hard because his last psychiatrist said, I just don't think we're the proper fit for him anymore. And I was like, oh. So now we have to like start over again with a new therapist or a new psychiatrist. It's just like, I appreciate her saying I'm not the right fit. You need to find, you know, instead of like continuing to try and us not getting anywhere, like we can go find someone who is and can help us a little better, but it's still frustrating. Kids are hard. Oh, it's okay. I just hope that like when he's 20, he's happy and maybe doesn't remember much of these days where he's just wild and angry. All right, that gives us some shading there. I'm gonna go back to the peach, and it's still pretty light. Just shade that out a little bit. Go right over the top of the nectar and pull it out just a little bit. So I folded my paper in half. This is a challenge, a half black and white picture, half color picture from Color and Chat with Sammy from her checklist challenge. This is one that's on there, and I folded my paper in half because I think if I could see both sides at the same time, I would try to make them match a lot, and I think I would find it very frustrating. And so for me, myself and I, over here, I decided to fold the page in half, just do one half at a time, and then just enjoy the process of each half and what it brings, and then kind of have the surprise of what it looks like with each other. So that's what I chose to do. But if you wanted to, like, you know, do the challenge and you have the whole page open, you can see everything at the same time, like you do you. You know, we just do this for fun, for relaxation. I feel better already. Now, let's go back to that light peach. This time we're gonna add a little pressure, just a little bit, to help blend the last of it out. And I'm also gonna put this in her waterline. Just a little bit of pressure. We don't have to do a ton, just a little bit. So pretty, I like it. Okay, going over all of the color, the whole arm, I'm adding just a little bit of pressure to help blend all the colors together, which works great with Prismacolors. Where I want like those really nice highlights, I just lighten my pressure and don't bring so much color into it. Oh, so pretty, I like it. Lips, she's got little sad lips. So sad. This is the darkest color, Nectar. I'm gonna put around the edges. And then I'm going to take Peach and just fill it in the rest of the way. She's so sad. Oh God, my sad little girl. So that's her skin. All right. I remember I did her eyes pretty light, so I'm going to take Indanthrone Blue 208 and do the shadow. Here we go. Okay. And then I'm going to take True Blue, and I'm going to go right over the top of the Indanthrone Blue. To be very light here in the center. Okay, pretty, pretty. All right, let's take a Sandbar Brown and let's put some shading on this little dude. Her little, what do you call them? You know, little doll that you make to torture someone else. What are they called? Ah. Voodoo dolls. There we go. Her little voodoo doll. I know nothing about voodoo, so maybe that's not even what they're for. remember doing him pretty light, so I'm trying to use lighter colors. Okay. And then I'm going to take the yellow ochre, blend him out just lightly. I don't know, I thought maybe he could look like he's kind of made out of natural fibers, you know, like a straw or hay or something. I don't know. So that looks like one of the bands, and then that looks like her leg. So it kind of, he only has 1 foot visible, I think. Okay, okay. I'm alright with that. I'm happy with that. It's a little natural, fiber-ish kind of. I wish I had blended a little better up here, but. Okay. Okay. Oh, can I say okay another time? My goodness. Okay, I'm gonna use, this is Black Cherry down in the very depths of her wings here. Okay. Then let's grab dark purple and we'll go right over the top and then shade it out a little bit. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. I'm very excited. I'm going to get my hair cut tomorrow. I'm very excited about this. I haven't had it cut since November. Ugh, and I didn't like the way, I tried someone new because my hairdresser that I've used for years moved like an hour away, and I don't know. So I tried someone new and I didn't like it. And so then I've just kind of like refused, and then we had quarantine and or pandemic and all of this stuff, and so it hasn't been cut since November. And I went and did funny things to it. You can look on my Instagram if you want to see that. But during this quarantine, I decided to bleach it and dye it pink. Well, it was kind of a purplish pink. My kids picked the color. It was quite the adventure. And now it's back to almost my natural colors. Probably the closest it's been to my natural color since I was like 18. Which is a very dark blonde, light brown, kind of muddy color. I don't know. It's not me. It just doesn't have a lot of life to it. So I'm going back to my hairdresser. I'm driving the hour or more to go see her, so maybe she can help it out. I'm gonna cut quite a bit off too, I think. Well, let's take lavender. So I'm always overlapping. I'm always taking the lighter color over the top of the darker color because it kind of helps it blend, meld together. So even if I don't take it all the way back, I am at least going over the previous color. It's kind of a pretty color combo, isn't it? Cool! I like it. Alright, let's take those same colors. Let's take the Black Cherry and go on her, I don't know, what would you call this? The skeletal part of the wings. There we go. Oh, I think I have a child out of bed. Okay, then let's take the dark purple, 931. I hear them coming, and then I always hope I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's the wind. Maybe it's the boogie monster coming to get a drink, you know? Okay, and then the last color we're going to use is that mulberry kind of finish. So I want the skeletal part to be definitely dark. I want it darker. I realize I'm covering most of this up while I'm coloring it. It's an awkward angle, and I'm sorry. All right, for the very light legging, we're just going to use the lavender 934 to add just a little bit of shading. We did like the lightest gray on them on the other side, so I just want like just the ever so much, the touch of color. Okay, and then the other stripe is fairly dark, so I'm going to use the other 3 purples on them. So we'll do the Black Cherry. My husband's taking the kids to the cabin and fishing this weekend. I'm so excited. And they're going to go, and I'm going to get my hair done, and I have a nail appointment. And I was going to have a massage, but Like, I usually get a massage once a month. I have some back issues. But it's so hard and uncomfortable to have a massage with a mask on because you're like face down and the mask is like pressing against your mouth and nose, and it's so difficult. I decided I wasn't sore enough to put up with it, so I canceled it because I don't know. 9:31 is the next color. I'll come home and do something relaxing. I'll take a warm bath or something rather than that. Still have a quiet house. Hello, Carson. Why aren't you in bed? Huh?
We need a drink of water.
You can get a drink of water. Okay, and then let's take the mulberry $9.95. My goodness, I did my first workout since like March when all chaos hit, and I am struggling today to walk. My legs are so sore. I don't want to hurt myself, but I need to start exercising again because it helps my back quite a bit if I'm more active. And I used to just do Zumba at least once or twice a week, and then I'd walk, but it's so hot to go walking and there's no Zumba class, and I can come up with all the excuses in the world because my kids are always here and I can't go anywhere. Like, make all the excuses in the world, but the truth is I need to just get back at it and try something. Okay, if I'm gonna shower tonight, I gotta go do it, so I'm going to be back and finish this later. Alright, I'm going to show you the colors I'm using for her hair. So I'm starting with Espresso 1099, and that is being our deep dark shadow kind of color. And I want to move in the direction that the hair is moving. And they start in the dark areas and then flick out to the lighter. Okay, alright. Then let's take dark brown. This is 946. And I'm going to go over the espresso and then flick out past it. It's going to take a long time. I'm kind of being messy tonight. It'll still look good. You can take as much time as you want on hair. It can be like hours that I spend on hair in some pictures, and others I'm like really quick and kind of sloppy. Try to keep your pencil sharp, rotated. Okay. Then we have chocolate. This is 1082. I'm doing the same thing, going over everything and then flicking past. This adds a little bit more warmth to her hair. It's a little bit lighter. I'm going to fill in a lot of the hair here. I am going to put in some yellow ochre, but I don't want it too much, so I want to fill in a lot with this chocolate. Okay, and then we're going to take that yellow ochre and kind of just flick it there in the middle. Give her a little bit of a glow. Oh, see how pretty she is? Oh, I love it. Love it, love it. You could continue to color hair forever. I'm not going to tonight though. It's kind of got a glare on it though. Now we just have her little stitching on her little guy here. So we're going to take, let's do chestnut and put in, okay, and then we're going to take some burnt ochre. And then let's grab that yellow ochre again. That's kind of the color we've been blending with. We'll go over and make sure everything's blended together really nice. Okay, I'm going to take just a little bit of chocolate here. And then just a touch of black in the pupil of her eye, which is the only black we've used on this side. But I think we need a black background on this side. I just think it will really make her wings pop. Okay, so I really like this. I just used my Posca paint pens. I have them in like every size imaginable here. And I just did the background. I decided to do like this black and this black. I just think that's really cool looking. I really like it. I really like this picture. But I do think we need some eye highlights. So let's grab our white gel pen and see if we can give her some. Maybe even some dots in her lashes. Does that? Okay, let's see on this side. This pen, it's like a finer tip than my other one of this brand, and it just doesn't work as well. Just on those bottom lashes. Come on, pen. Why don't you like me? Like me. I don't know where your buddy is that works better. Oh, this, okay, found her buddy. Let's see. Oh yeah, see, that one works so much better. I don't know. I was thinking about it, and I think that I had colored this picture already once before, and I have. So a couple years ago I colored this one and I love it too, but this is so fun. Look how different they look with just some different colorings. I still did kind of the voodoo doll the same though, and I hadn't even looked at it, so that's interesting. So cool. I love it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Push the subscribe button and watch another video if you have the time. So I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. You find time to relax, enjoy yourself, and throw some color around. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.